Hi guys, welcome to the inside of my screen. My name is Desmond Mo, and this is our weekly trader talk where we get to discuss candlesticks. Okay, so I'm not gonna take your time on this. This is gonna be real quick. So I've had several questions from people in my trading community, from people on Twitter and Telegram, WhatsApp, everywhere, just asking me questions. And then one of the questions that they asked me was how to improve trading psychology. That is, they feel afraid, they're not confident in their strategy, hence they panic, they chicken out of the trades too early, or they hold trades for too long. Then next thing was how to trade prop firms effectively. So now, when it comes to psychology, one thing I need you guys to understand is that psychology is not something taught. Okay, it's something that you get to develop along your trading journey, because trading is a journey. So it's not something that anybody can teach you. Nobody can teach you how to have a good psychology. It's just something that you learn over time. Okay, and first and foremost, how do you actually learn? First thing, you want to have a strategy that works in the market. Okay, you want to know that, okay, fine, this is what I use, this is what I use. I love to use my key levels or my support and resistance, what have you, however you want to call it, demand, supply. Okay, you want to have these things on ground. So these are the things that you love to look out for before you take trades. Yeah. Okay, so say that those are the things that you love to look out for. You want to see something like this. You want to see price do this, come from the upside, bounce. This guy rejected, break, retest, and then at this point you want to take sales to the downside. Okay, that is something understandable. So you want your own strategy is a break and retest, which is a break of horizontal key level and a retest of that zone before we drop. Now that is something understandable. Okay, that means you have something actually. And how do you know that it works? Now it's actually by back testing, by collecting data. Okay, that's data collection. So you want to go back in time, let's say 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20 years, as long as you can, literally. Okay, you want to go back and back test. You want to see how many times did this strategy work, and how did it work in this month? How was it this year during this news release? How was it during this fundamental week? How was it? Okay, how did the market react? How did my strategy react? Okay, during this person's speech, during that person's speech, during this riot, during the virus, doing this, how did it react? Okay, that is how you backtest. So having that confidence that something has worked before kind of gives you, the feeling that, okay, fine, I could be wrong. However, knowing fully well that this thing has happened before, chances of it happening again is 9 times out of 10. Is 9 out of 10. Okay, that is how you, because it's, there is no way you can tell me that anything is sure here. Okay, it's not fixed. It's all probabilities. Okay, so what makes the possibility of one thing happening over the other is what we call edge. Is that an edge, and that is what you want to have while trading. Okay, you want to have something that places the possibility of something happening over the other, which is definitely going to be in your favor. Okay, so once you have that in check, the next thing you back test it. You back test all those things. Okay, go back in time and see how it performed and all that, and it's gonna build your confidence the whole lot. And one thing about trading is this: it doesn't just build. I mean, of course, it's gonna get you money, but generally in life, it's gonna build you as a better person. It's gonna make you a better person because you become more confident and all that. So you really want to put in the time and efforts required. Okay, and that is the harsh truth. You can learn this thing. You can learn. Anybody can learn how to trade anywhere. Okay, you can learn how to trade on YouTube, baby peeps. What, man? You can literally learn how to trade anywhere. Okay, but one thing is for sure: by the time the whole hype dies down, by the time it is actually time for you to be the trader that you've been talking about, because the honest truth is that everybody wants to be a trader until it's time to actually be a trader. I take it again. Everybody wants to be a trader until it is time to actually be a trader. That is how you can filter the best from the rest. So literally, you wanna. This is something that cannot be taught. Psychology cannot be taught. However, I can give you steps on how you can go about building. And the first thing is having a strategy, having an edge, and then back testing. Okay, once you've back tested this, you're now confident. You know for a fact that, man, I've seen this thing before. I've seen this thing has happened before. This thing happened last week. This thing happened yesterday. This thing happened last month. This thing happened last year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago. I know this guy. Okay, and as far as this guy is here, the next thing that this guy is going to do is this, and I'm going to do this. So, as traders, we are actually reacting. We are not just saying, oh, then the market is gonna go up and then come down. No, no. You react. It's based on if. So we say, if this guy comes here, I'll sit on my hands, and I'll wait. Unless this guy comes here, except this guy comes to this point, except this guy comes up to this point or down to this point. Say for instance, now this is it's an you had price rally from the upside or it broke, and you're like, as long as this guy is, or let's say is at this point, you're like, as long as this guy has not tapped into my zone, I'm not pressing this sell button. No, he comes here. As long as this guy doesn't tap, I'm not doing anything. It goes back down. Okay, it comes up again. You're saying, nah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it unless it taps. Then it taps. Okay, then it drops. Do you get me? So literally, how it is supposed to move after breaking a key level. You know what to look out for, and that way it's gonna save you a lot of problems because you don't get to enter trades too early. Okay, that's for one. You don't get to enter trades too late and too early. So you know that, man. As long as this guy has not tapped into this zone, I'm not pressing. As long as we've not come to this zone and reacted, I am not going to do it. Okay, I'm not going to place this buy, I'm not going to place this sell, I'm not touching, I'm going to be sitting on my hands because you've seen this guy before. You know that whenever we break a key level, we're most likely going to come back and test that key level before we continue going to the downside or to the upside, as the case may be. So having that knowledge, having that prior knowledge, kind of gives you the confidence that, man, listen, I've seen this dude before, man. There's no way I'm falling for this thing again, and it's very, very, very basic. It's super simple. It's as simple as that. Okay, so once you have this one thing figured out, trust me, the rest of the things will just come in. And I'm gonna give you some of the because I mean, of course, you want to do some reading as well. So I'm gonna recommend a few books that have really helped me in terms of my trading journey. And the first book there is Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. Okay, I sent that PDF to my excuse me. I sent that PDF to my trading community on Telegram. Okay, it's there. Just run through. You find Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. The whole PDF is there, and then Market Wizards. That's number two. Then Trend Following, number three. Number four, Trade Like a Casino. Number five, Come into my trading room, and number six is Trade Your Way to Financial Freedom. Okay, so those are the six books that I can recommend, and I strongly suggest you run through read because, man, it's basically about studying. Okay, so you have to study, you have to give it the time, you have to put in the work. Okay, nobody's gonna teach you psychology, man. That is the thing. It's something that you get to grow over time. Okay, every confident trader you see today, you see me, you see, no one taught me about psychology. I had to do the work. I had to put in the work. I had to sit on my desk hours and hours and hours long. I had to sit day in, day out, week in, week out, month after month, doing the exact same thing, back testing hundreds of trades until I was confident enough to take my money and stake in a particular position. Okay? So you have to do it. If you want to be like me, if you want to be like every other successful trader out there, you have to do the work. Okay, and you have to make sure that you're super good at it anyway. But you have to do the work. Okay, so it's very, very important. It's very, you can't shy away from it. It's, I mean, unless you want to fail. Okay, because I've seen lots of traders come and go. Trust me, I've seen lots that they look all promising, and as long as the forex hype just dies down, they just go. So you don't want to fade away like that. So you have to put in the work to stay consistent. Okay, you have to stay consistent, stay disciplined, work as hard as you can, work the hardest if you can in your circle. And trust me, man, sooner or later the results are gonna start rolling out. You're gonna start printing some serious Benjamin, some serious dollars, man, some serious pounds. You know how we do it. So that's that about psychology. The next thing I want to talk about is prop firm trading. Now, this is a thing. This is a very, very interesting topic because I got this question from one of my mentees in my Telegram channel. He was asking how what is the most realistic way to approach prop firms. Now, first thing you need to understand is that proprietary firms are investors. They're a bunch of investors and they're investing with you. Okay, So those are your clients literally. So say for instance now, and one of the goals of trading platform is to build private equity. That you want to get funded and then you want to get some money to build your own equity. So now I've listed a few platforms that I work with, and number one is my forex funds, as you can see right here. My forex funds, FTMO, Funded Trader, E8, and Blue FX. Okay, now all of this I didn't give this guy. Wow, give me a sec. So all of these guys are here to help you build private equity. However, the probability of you making it to the finish line, which is something that most people don't even discuss, is that it's I mean, it's super. Don't get me wrong, it's super simple to trade. However, you must have traded your own personal money, your own private equity. Okay, because if you can't grow your own personal money in the live account, not the demo, not the virtual money in the live account, best believe that you're not going to be able to trade anything. You're not going to make anything out of a prop firm because the prop firm is coming with pressure. It's coming with. I mean, with this you have a time frame. You have conditions. With your own personal money, there's literally no time frame, man. It could take you a year to make 8%, whereas these guys need 8% in a month. Okay, so this one comes with pressure. Your personal money doesn't come with pressure. So make sure that you're able to trade by yourself profitably before you hop onto prop firms. Very, very important. Okay. So now the one I've worked with and I can vouch for you. Okay, I mean I've worked with all of them, but the one I love the most I have, because I mean I certainly have my favorite here, is my forex funds. Okay, now one of the reasons why I love them is because their profit split is crazy. Okay, it's crazy profit split, and it's one of the cheapest around. So you want to tap into that potential. So it comes. I mean, they all come with their own unique conditions that have to be met before they give you their real money to trade. Because now what the first thing you get once you apply to trade a prop firm is the virtual money, is the demo account. So they first of all give you a demo account. They want to see what you can do with that. Okay, now if you're able to pass the phase one, because it comes with two phases. So if you're able to pass the phase one of the challenge and the second phase, then you get to the live account where they give you their actual real money to trade with. I mean, of course, you have to send a few contracts here and there, and then once that is said and done, you get funded. You get the certificate because you now become their trader. Okay, so now you now trade for them. So basically, they are investing with you. Okay, so now one of the conditions that have to be met is that you have to make for my forex funds and the rest of them, you have to make 8% in a month. So now, say for instance, now the account that you actually register to trade is $10,000 or $100,000. So 8% of $10,000 is $800. Okay, so they want you to make that in the first month of trading that Profirm account, and then the second condition to be met is that you make 5% of the total capital in 60 days. That's 2 months. Okay, so now you make 5%, you make 8% first month, sorry, 8% first month. Then the second and third month you're required to make 5%. And these things are I mean, it's as simple as it sounds. However, a lot of people don't get to the finish line, okay, because of the psychology. So before you can kill this, before you can tackle this problem of trading profit from effectively, you have to first of all fix your problem with psychology. Once you have your psychology fixed, it's like this. You start printing money so quick. Okay, so that is that about that. So the first now the reason why they give you so much time to make a lesser percentage is because they know for a fact. I mean, it's based on data. The amount of people that fail programs is you don't want to know, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, because they know that after you pass the first phase, the first one, traders tend to get very excited. They'll just take all sorts of serious decisions, and the next thing they end up blowing the account. Okay, because you're carrying this excitement from the first phase to the second phase, and it's gonna blow that account. It's gonna eat it up in less than no time, literally. So they give you longer time because they know that you're coming excited. You feel victorious. Okay, you feel on top of the world. So you're definitely coming with that side, with that excitement, with that hype, with that swagger. You feel yourself somewhere. The next thing you just blow the whole thing, gone. And then you have to start all over again, pay another fee, get another account, go through the whole process, try and pass phase one again. So literally, okay, And it's very very simple. One of the ways to trade this is to actually have a trading plan, and your trading plan shouldn't just include your entry criteria, criteria, and what have you. You have to have a daily realistic percentage. Okay, now what do I mean by that percentage? Now, say for instance, now you have $10,000 and you're to make 8% in a month, so you could have a daily realistic target of 1% or 2%. Such that it takes you 4 days to pass. Okay, so you can literally have, now having that sort of thing. It doesn't just it makes it easier for you because you know exactly what you're looking for. Some people just wake up and then just start pressing buy and sell buttons without actually having a realistic target in mind. Okay, so say for instance now, this particular trade was a 1 to 4. Okay, this was a very textbook break and retest. We just, I mean, the trend line was broken, retested. We didn't take that. We broke horizontal key level, retested it, then we went to the upside. So say for instance now, this trade is a, excuse me guys. Say for instance now, this trade was a 1 to 4. Was a 1 to 4, okay, and you need just 2%. You need just 2% from this, as your daily target is just 2%. Now you can literally, as long as this guy has given you 2%, you can afford to hop out. Okay, now it's not about, it doesn't matter what happens after you've hopped out. The key thing is that you've made your daily percent, your daily percentage. Okay, you've gotten that daily ROI, and then you're gone. You take a break, go see a movie, go, visit your friends, go play some football, just spend some time with your family, because now you know that you're trading based on a plan. You have a plan, and your plan is to go there, shoot, kill two birds, bounce. Okay, you're to go there, shoot two birds, bounce, capture two wild beast, bounce, take 2%, bounce. Okay, and then you have your daily loss limit, which should be about 0.5% or 1%. Okay, it could be 0.5, it could be 1%. So as long as you've hit your daily loss limit, bounce. It doesn't matter what happens afterward, just go. Okay, now it's not just going to help you around this your problem period. Over time, over your journey, over the course of 10, 5, 3, 4, 2 years, a couple of months, it's going to save you a lot. It's going to save you from lots of mess. Because sometimes, I mean, the biggest problem of traders is ego. Okay, now your ego will certainly want to make you hold this trade till, I mean, god, this thing has to be TP so I can show these guys that I smashed it. Come on, man, this is your journey. I don't give a shit. Honestly, I don't with all due respect, I don't give a shit what happens. This is your journey, not mine. Okay, so you have to be able to look out for things that matter to you. Okay, other people's opinion should not matter to you. As long as you met your daily target, bounce, and that is how you stay longer in the game. Have a plan. Today I want to make $5,000. Okay, I make $5,000, and I see that this thing has the potential of giving me $7,000. As long as I made my daily target, I'm good. I'm good. I bounce. Okay. I mean, of course, it's gonna make you feel like you're not among the top 10 or top whatever. But trust me, you're certainly among the top 1%, because those guys have a trading plan and they stick to it judiciously. So that is just it, man. Just have a plan. Have an entry strategy, have an exit strategy, have a daily percentage that you tend to make. And that is just that about that. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Desmond Mo, and the link to my Telegram community is in the description of this video. Feel free to subscribe to this channel. Please subscribe to the channel and then leave a comment on what you love to see, okay, next time. Okay, and then also, if you have a question, you can come to my Telegram channel and drop it, or you can actually drop it in the comment section, so that I come and then I see your question, then I attend to it as soon as possible. Once again, guys, I use Xness. Xness is one of my favorite brokers, one of the ones I recommend, and the link is in the description. Okay, do yourself a favor and tap in, and see you guys in my